Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope you all are doing well. Haven't posted in a while, but I figured I'd make a real quick video and talk about a recent addition I put on the Jeep here. Really slick, really easy, and going to be really nice on the trails. Let me show you what I did. So why would you want to run a hand throttle? You might be asking yourself right now. And I'll summarize it really quick. So when you're on the trail and you're bouncing along across some ruts, things like that, and you're trying to keep your foot on the gas, your foot, if you know what I'm talking about, when you're in low range, your foot bounces and you start, your Jeep starts jerking around. Everybody in the Jeep with you is bouncing and your head's bouncing off the headrest and everything. It's kind of hard. So this will keep us nice and steady and smooth, give us nice RPM, across ruts and things like that. Also, this is a 6-speed manual. So what that will also do is I can set that and idle up the Jeep to maybe say 1300 RPMs. So I won't be able to stall it quite as easily. Now it is geared pretty well and it's a 4-to-1 transfer case, 410 gears. It's this Rubicon, it does just fine. But it'll also, like I said, that'll help idle up the engine. So that way we won't have to worry about, working the heel toe to the brake, throttle, things like that. So it'll be a benefit there. So that's why you want to get a hand throttle if you are interested in a hand throttle. That's the benefits to a hand throttle. Just want to put that in there. I will say I did not film the step-by-step because the instructions from TERAFLEX are actually really nice. But I will put across the screen right here, this is the product that I got, and down in the description I'll put a link to the hand throttle system kit that I got from TERAFLEX. It's right down here and also in the description. So this is not a step-by-step how-to, but I'll go over what you need to do, and it's kind of dummy-proof. Let me show you. So we'll go inside the Jeep here, and I'll show you. On the gear shift is this doodad right here. As you pull it, what that does is it actually pulls the throttle cable on the throttle body. So that mounts right here with a bushing. I had to ream it out with a drill bit. It was a little tight, but it mounted the bushing there and then clamped that little, almost like a bicycle gear shifter. Cable runs down through here, down. And this is a 2006, so you might find another grommet on other years, but it stuck it right out through here with the hole that was just big enough and sealed with this rubber grommet. So it was just big enough for that cable to go out through. So that controls your RPM. And then out here, down in there's where it came out. Brought it up and around, zip tied it to the throttle cable itself right here, not the cruise control. Runs around and it comes right here. Now this is your throttle cable to your pedal and this is your cruise control. I do have cruise control on my Jeep. Now, this is where it gets a little different. With cruise control, I drilled a 1/4-inch hole right in this spot above there and ran the cable right through that little eyelet. I forget what they call that thing. But on other models, I'll go over here and show you, there's a little angle bracket. Well, let me just grab it real quick. So they give you this little angle bracket that you would actually mount on the bracket down in there. And what that would do is give you the ability to mount this guy that's already in the bracket to the, whatever you call it, the arm right here. And it would take the place of that cable. You might not have that cable. If you do not have cruise control, you will not have this cable right there. But then it comes down here, you put a little crimp on there. With the cruise control, I could not use the little retaining clip, but that retains it and holds that clamp on there, or that cable on there just fine. And that's it, guys. That's it. You run the cable down through, up to the shifter, and put it where you feel comfortable where you can operate it, and that's that. Let me show you a video of it working, and that'll be it. To show you here, throttle body is closed. You can, it's closed. Come in here, crack open the hand throttle. And you can see it's open there. It's not sitting down on the stopper. Show you again. Close it. Okay. And it's back down there. That's it. Pretty slick, pretty easy. Not much to it. Had it done in about 45 minutes, and probably could have done it a little quicker if I wouldn't have had to remount that bushing and drill out the throttle body plate spacer, not spacer, the bracket, whatever you want to call it there. That was pretty much the hardest part. So with that being said, hope you found this video informational and entertaining, and hit that thumbs up button, and feel free to subscribe if I could talk. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. God bless.